Imagine living in America, but the only way to reach your own country is by driving through Canada. No airport, no bridge, no secret tunnel. Just a small American town trapped below Canada like someone dropped it there by accident. This place is real. It's called Point Roberts, Washington, and it is one of the strangest geographic mistakes in U.S. history. How did America end up with a town it can't physically reach? To understand that, we need to go back to 1846. The moment the US and Britain were deciding where to draw the border from the Great Lakes to the Pacific, after weeks of negotiating, they agreed on one simple rule. The border will follow the 49th parallel. Everything south is the United States. Everything north belongs to Britain. A clean, straight line. Easy, right? Nobody checked a detailed map, because if they did, they would have seen one small problem. The 49th parallel slices directly through the tip of a Canadian peninsula, cutting off a tiny corner south of the line. That tiny corner? Point Roberts. Nobody realized it at the time. Not the negotiators, not the surveyors, not even the early settlers. By the time someone finally said, this chunk is technically the United States, it was too late. The line was signed, the treaty was final, and Point Roberts officially became a lonely American pocket attached to Canada. But this is where the story gets crazier. Because life in Point Roberts is unlike anywhere else in the US, if residents want to buy groceries in Washington state, they must drive through Canada, pass through border security, drive 45 minutes, then go through US customs again, just to enter their own country. Kids who go to American high school in Washington, they ride a bus that crosses the border twice every day. Ambulances sometimes need Canadian permission just to reach a hospital. During the pandemic, this got even worse. The border shut down, and Point Roberts was completely cut off from the rest of America. Gas, groceries, and supplies had to be shipped by boat because residents couldn't leave. All of this because of one small geographic oversight in 1846. A perfect example of how a single straight line can create the strangest town in the United States. Point Roberts isn't a mistake on the map. It's a reminder that borders aren't just lines. They shape the way people live, travel, and connect. And sometimes they leave behind oddities so unbelievable you have to see them to know they're real.